Zoomi's prayers in the beginning of his way. Perched upon the pretty horizon of life are phantoms iridescent. In the tourbillon, which was the maelstrom of the first earth, these phantoms were of the havoc of it. Now set upon the mountain tops, they are ephemeral to the touch, substantial to the eye. Were the world without them, it would be naked. The clouds have an essence of existence here now as we see, and there, in that first disorder at creation, they were of the mix of things. Now they are our anticipation, for they are the chariots upon which the Lord returns to the earth. Infinite excellencies are the mix which is your divine being. That it is all. That you are is all. The increasing glory of God as God is a fully clothed essence, not as the sky without clouds. Unknown except by profound revelation, there are persons of this divine being, one of whom is of two natures, the pre-existent Son of God, and in him Jesus Christ. The name Jehovah saves, the Anointed. The fully developed glory of the Son is the human race, made in his image. We shall know and be known when we do see you glorified. The divine being itself is the first formal reason, foundation, and object of all religion, an irresistible pulse implanted in all humans. It was for you to release it to its destiny. Our worship of you is the due respect of rational creatures unto your divine nature and its infinite excellencies. Your divine essence is not in itself the next and immediate cause of religious worship. We do not worship a cloud, an essence, an ephemerality. You could be worshipped somewhat abstractly as Word, for Word is a legitimate presence in the world. But better is your materialization to us in the person of the Son, the embodier of God. He is an expression suited to our human limitations, limited irrespective of how high we are raised by you. Upon this manifestation of the Son, we are indispensably obliged to give all divine glory and honor to you. The outward acts and effects of the Christ enable us to recognize at least some particulars of your life, which we have been invited to share. We are instructed that the more we come to know you, the more resplendent becomes our image in your image. There is no other way. The more sublime and glorious, the more inaccessible unto sense and reason. The things are which we believe. The more are we changed into the image of God. In the exercise of faith, our faith upon this cloud of unknowing, our minds are transformed into the likeness of God. This not of common understanding, but the true knowledge of you is of the heart. God has chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom. Not that by an accident of poverty were we brought to faith, but that you thrust upon us a poverty of spirit, that we might recognize and withdraw from this world into yours. We cannot know some completeness of you, but that the Son came to us in our nature. The eternal was made in time, the infinite become infinite, the immortal mortal, yet continuing eternal, infinite, immortal. In your coming, change was brought to the first creation. The blessed angels were exalted, Satan and his works ruined. Mankind recovered from our enmity against you and our unbelief. All things made new, even our very soul, all things in heaven and earth, reconciled and gathered unto you as all in all. By all this is eternal glory raised unto you, incomparably above what the first constitution of all things in the order of nature could yield unto you. We must not reduce all things to the measure of our own understandings, willfully living in the neglect of what we cannot comprehend. We are invited to prepare ourselves here for the vision of these things in glory, wherein we will be among all men very blessed. In the beginning of his way was the Son set up from everlasting, to effect our salvation. Thus is it so. Amen.